We're on top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation we can find is that we're on an adventure. Hi, I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Rhea Rossi Booth. Today on At Your Leisure, we're discovering some lesser-known trails out of Nephi, Utah that will give you some real perspective.
From there, Zach Cipriano will be exploring Dead Horse Point State Park and finding out why it rivals most national parks in both beauty and recreation.
Last but not least, Reese Stein shows off the new Tibble Fork. Own the outdoors with At Your Leisure.
That's true, and in about 30 feet, we're going to be airborne, Rhea. We are literally at the top of the mountain.
We are. I hope the brakes are working on this thing. We are at a pinnacle of beauty. We really are at the pinnacle, and I'm sure these brakes are working fine, because this is a fine machine.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Rhea Rossi Booth.
And today we are on the Log Canyon Trail. Now, this is just to the east of Nephi in Juab County, and I got to tell you, I honestly think that this is the prettiest trail I've been on this year. This is my favorite ride of the year so far.
It is so cool and beautiful, and the butterflies are amazing. They're just out running around, kissing, doing whatever. I've never seen so many butterflies.
To the Wasatch Front, Juab County is maybe not close enough. They would think of it as it's the backyard ride. You know, that would be 5 Mile Pass or American Fork Canyon or something like that. But it's not far enough away for somebody to say, "Oh, this is my vacation destination," like going to Coral Pink or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I think people just don't put it in their mind that there's so much opportunity.
And it's always so beautiful and private up here. We hardly ever, whenever we come up here, we hardly see anybody up here.
True. So from the springs to the lakes to the deer to all the other stuff you see, this place is packed. Let's find out more about the trail.
You know, the trail that we just came up is called the Log Canyon Trail to all the locals. I'm sure it has a proper name, but what that is, I don't know. It's really easy to get to from the stoplight in Nephi or the Center Nephi Exit. You simply head east. About 12 miles, you'll come to a sign on the right-hand side of the road that says Log Canyon. Just pull off the main road. There's a very spacious parking area there. You can stop, leave your trucks, your trailers, your ATVs, unload there, just jump on that main trail and it will take you right up the canyon. You can see anything from limestone cliffs to conglomerate cliffs. You can travel all the way to Gunnison. From Gunnison, you can jump on the Paiute Trail. If you don't want to go that far, you can drop off the east side down Wales Canyon, go to Wales, Fountain Green, Moroni. You know, one of the things that make this trail unique is that you never know what you're going to get on any given day, especially if you come up early in the year. You may run into the occasional snowbank, snowslide, mudslide, and you kind of have to improvise, and you may have to take a different route and go a different direction than you had anticipated going. But that's the beauty of it, is that you get to go try something new, and it's not always what you expected it to be. I think each of us has a responsibility to be good stewards of the land. I think we owe it to the people that are coming up behind us to take good care of the trails, to stay on the trail, to avoid riparian areas, areas where there are watershed areas. Stay out of that, don't create ruts. And if we do that and keep these trails pristine for the people behind us, they'll always be here.
Here's stop number one. This is quite the outlook. So let's take an inventory of what you can see from this point on our way up Log Canyon.
Yeah.
Okay?
Behind us.
Okay, right behind us. Little Sahara sand dunes. If you tilt that way, you can actually see Delta through the mountains over that direction. Juab Reservoir right there. Okay, now turn around to your back and look over this way. From this exact standpoint, you are looking at Mountain Green. Beyond that is Fairview. You can see the entire Skyline Drive. You can see, looking this way, the back of Timpanogos, and off in the distance, right there, you can see the very tip of the Uintas, all from one spot. What else have we seen today?
I don't know, but if Brigham Young landed here, he would say, this is the place. because it's amazing. It's like being on top of the world.
It would have been. Are you going to start Carpenter singing?
I feel it coming on. And I'm on top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation
And with that, I think it's time for us to go to this week's
love that I found ever since you've been
adventure.
around. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. And snow cones, anyone?
Ooh, what flavor's that?
It's called dirt and grime.
I think there's a little hint of pine in it.
In pine.
Okay, this should tell you something. We were on our way to our next destination. It's obvious that we ran into a snowbank that's hindering us from getting to our next destination. And think about it, middle of July and you still are having trouble getting here. But I would predict, as soft as this snow is and the fact that the road is almost halfway open, that go ahead and plan your trip, because by the time you get here, it will be gone. But that leaves us with another dilemma. What do we do in the meantime to find out about other ATV opportunities? Well, we know just the guy to tell us about it.
Where I lived in California, we had to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours before we can even unload our four-wheelers. And then we were limited to a 500 square acre parcel of land to ride in. And I moved up here to Utah 10 years ago, and it's unbelievable. It's the whole world you can ride in. You can go east and go up into the mountains, Mount Nebo. We have trails up there. We got Monopole Road. We got the Pinery. It's a little steep canyon. Not a whole lot of people know about it, but it takes you up into this steep little trail, and it's just beautiful. And when you get up out of the trail, you get up underneath the red cliffs, and it's just extremely scenic. We have all kinds of mountain trails out east. You can go out west and experience sand dunes and flat trails out west. They're missing the hospitality of a really lot of good people. Moving up here from California, it's everybody on the street corner. They set their rake down and wave at you when you go by, and you've never even met them. It's close to home, and it's the most perfect place for raising children. It's just incredible.
Well, you never know what you're going to find when you're out on an adventure, but if you don't quite make one goal, there's always something else. And that is the thing that George and Jeff have pointed out to us today.
Yeah.
So I found a ladybug.
It's so cute.
There you go.
Thank you, and here's my stick for you.
I can be Rafiki. Simba.
This is beautiful up here. Seriously, it doesn't matter where you turn. It is absolutely beautiful.
That's true. So my Rafiki stick is telling me right now it's time to go to our trailhead adventure, brought to you each week by Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Reese Stein has discovered the new and improved Tibble Fork. Well, we've certainly had a lot of fun today. In fact, if there's one lesson we've learned from the last half hour, it's that there's so many things to do and so many trails to discover around Nephi that you probably ought not to do it all in one day.
Oh yeah, you gotta hang out here for a long while.
So there are plenty of places to stay. There are a lot of hotels or campgrounds down here. There are a lot of great places to eat.
Yeah, it's a rural community with like really great creature comforts. It's a great little town.
So don't spend all your time on the road for a weekend getaway. Just come down here.
Oh, the breeze is just beautiful here.
Yep.
But we also want to thank Garrett Honda for going out with us today. That was so much fun.
They're right on Main Street.
Yeah.
If you need directions on how to find some of these places we were at today, pop in and talk to Jeff or any of the people there. They will help you out.
Yeah, it's a great place.
That's true. So is Juab County. We love it down
Oh,
there.
indeed.
All right. Well, remember, as we proved again today, there's adventure around every bend.
You just got to get out there and create your own adventure.
At your leisure. Okay, so dinner time now what?
Welcome to At Your Leisure. Ow!
If you want to check one of these out, get up to 80, I messed it up. Now Dead Horse Point State Park is really, am I recording?